The first football practice of the new season is in the books. Pete Byrne along with Tyler James of blueandgold.com. Tyler, we've been wondering how the Irish are going to look after the long layoff, and we got some answers today. Everybody, of course, is interested in this quarterback battle featuring C.J. Carr and Kenny Minchey. We don't have any answers on who that's going to be. It's going to take a while to play out, but we did get a chance to see them both in action today and hear from Marcus Freeman about them. I'm curious your thoughts on how they both looked.
Yeah, not a day you necessarily want from either of them. I think they both struggled a bit. Minchey threw an interception. Carr ended up with 3, although the last one was sort of a fluke interception in the very last play of practice. So not a great day, but I think a good chance to sort of, okay, how do you recover from that? What Marcus Freeman talked to us afterwards saying, listen, right now, before watching the film, I don't know if those are all on the quarterbacks or if there's something else that went wrong that led to that. So plenty of things to learn from. We weren't going to probably see, regardless of what we saw today, I don't think anyone was going to make a decision off of the first practice. But yeah, plenty of work to do, and certainly a talented defense that those guys were going up against.
For sure, and we will have Marcus Freeman's thoughts on the quarterback competition coming up later here today on WSBT-22 News at 6 o'clock. We also got some answers on the offensive line. When Charles Jagasaw got injured earlier this summer, people are wondering who fills his role. We're starting to get an idea on that.
Yeah, Sullivan Absher filled in at right guard. An older player who's been waiting his turn, sort of moved around position to position, trying to find where he could best fit, and now this is obviously a great opportunity for him to step in and prove himself. A big body. He doesn't look like a backup lineman when you see him in pads. So yeah, I thought he had a decent day. Certainly some learning moments, and make sure he's getting on the same page with playing next to some new guys. But I think Notre Dame's depth on the offensive line will show up here. Certainly you'd love to have Charles Jagasaw out there because he has such a high ceiling, but I think Notre Dame should be able to pick it right up without him, with Sullivan Absher out there.
And Marcus Freeman did mention that at some point this season they expect to get Charles Jagasaw healthy and back in the mix, and what a nice addition he will be wherever they decide to use him or need him when that time comes. The other position that we're really intrigued about heading into this new season is who fills in at safety now that one of the best safeties Notre Dame has ever had is off to the National Football League.
Yeah, definitely. And Tay Johnson certainly made a statement today for the kid from Fort Wayne. Didn't play much last year when he was dealing with an injury, but had 2 interceptions today. One that was a pretty easy one that he went up and got on a nice leaping catch. So he certainly flashed today. It's about more than that, though. So I expect that we're going to see a lot of those guys playing. I don't think it'll be just 2 guys playing like Xavier Watson, Adon Schuler last year. I think it'll be more of a rotation to help Adon Schuler. Adon Schuler had an interception today, but yeah, Luke Talish, Jalen Stroman, I think will be making an impact as well, and those guys took some reps for the first team.
Certainly good to have depth, and the Irish do appear to have that, particularly at that position. He's Tyler James. You can read more of his content and his partner's content at blueandgold.com, and we've got much more with the Notre Dame football team right now on our website, wsbt.com, and we'll have more with Marcus Freeman on day 1 of Notre Dame football coming up right here on WSBT-22 News later this evening. I'm Pete Byrne from WSBT-22 News. For more Notre Dame stories, like and subscribe to the WSBT-22 YouTube page. Thanks for watching.